Okay, we're back. So here we are. I found one that's rotating a bit more faster, so you can really see it turn around. So yes, so actually all of them rotate. It's just as I said, they do one complete revolution in 1 to 2 minutes. Some there's a few that do it faster, and but most of them are kind of slow. So you see this one is moving decently fast, and they all have one axis of freedom. That is, they move in place along one axis. They just rotate on themselves. All of the asteroids do that, except the clusters asteroid. Those that forms the cluster don't. And those that don't, you have to be careful because those you can crash on them. So when you fight those pirates around those clusters, be careful to not crash into the asteroids because you're just gonna blow up. And same thing for Grimax, of course, and same things also for Benny Hedge that you'll see soon. So, okay, so talking about Benny Hedge, now is about the time to go. So let's find where was I? Okay, let's find Crusaders there. Let's find where Yela is. Yela's there now, and where's the cluster? Okay, Yela. I guess I'm upside down again. Is it? Yeah, fooling around. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Now we've got the north at the north, and so the cluster I was going to should be here. Here it is. Here it is. So let's go there. Oh, and one thing about clusters, you will notice that if you fly above the belt, actually there's kind of a empty space around each of those clusters. You don't tend to see that as you fly through the belt, but if you fly a bit over, you will notice that there's a small gap where basically there's none of the small procedural asteroids, and then there's those placed by CIG, by the developers, to form the cluster. So the cluster is right here below. We'll go right above it, which is not a bad idea anyway because we want to go to see Big Benny Hedge after. So okay, let's slow down. Let's have a look, looking down from above, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm not close enough. So you see that single light blinking? That's a repeating tower again. And I don't recall, I would have to go back and look at my map. I don't recall if this one has a wreck. Not all of them do. I don't believe this one does, but they all have something. If they don't have a wreck, they have one of those repeating tower. And but they all have pirates though. So most of them, I believe they all have pirates. So I don't recall. Okay, so I should be close enough. Let's slow down. Let's have a look down, and I think you can see what I meant. Let's move a bit more above. You see, there's kind of this small gap all around the cluster. So all of those inside this gap are actual asteroids that you don't want to hit, and all of the other ones around are actually asteroids that were generated procedurally. So you see, as I move more above it, you can see the gap forming. So let me just here. Continue to move back. Here, let me move back a bit. Here, back, you'll see a bit better. Basically, there's this gap all around. Each of those clusters, they're all made the same. They all have this gap around. So that's actually quite interesting. So, oops, seems to have frozen. Oh, it unfroze, and here we are. So, I guess looking around Benny Hedge is gonna take a little while, so why don't we just stop here for this episode and catch up on the next one from here to go to Big Benny Edge. So have fun and see you in the verse.